We got some returns we gotta throw away. One return, just a case of milk that got damaged. What up, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. We done for the day. See my trailer back there. Pretty good 2 days overall, man. Not bad at all. Like I said, it was my first couple days back off vacation. I mentioned that in the video I posted yesterday. But I'm gonna go ahead and get right into today's video, man. So, which food service company drivers deliver the most cases? Now, this is my list. If you in the food service, let me know your list. Just drop it in the comments. But this is my list. And this also, well, not the first few stops, or the first few companies. I think at least like the top 2 or 3, I think it's pretty much gonna be accurate. But as I get, you know, a little bit further down the list, you probably can switch up some of those in terms of the order. But let's go ahead and get to it. So, all right, first on my list as far as food service company drivers delivering the most cases, I think you gotta put McLean number 1. You gotta put McLean number 1. And I'm talking about the food service side, not the grocery side. And the reason why I put McLean number 1 is because McLean, unlike most of your other food service companies, they mainly deliver to chain restaurants. Like, you know, I've never seen McLean deliver to hospitals and mom and pop places, even convenience stores, you know, not the food service side. I never seen them deliver to convenience stores. Obviously, you know, the grocery side delivers to a lot of convenience stores. But with them delivering to mainly chain restaurants, that's why you got to put them at the top of the list as far as drivers delivering the most cases. Second on the list, I gotta put Sigma. I gotta put Sigma second. And again, you can flip-flop those two, you know, 1 and 2. You could change that order. You could put Sigma number 1, but I put McLean number 1 because I think McLean delivered the more chain restaurants than Sigma. Obviously, we know Sigma is affiliated with Sysco, the parent company, but that's my 1 and 2. Third on the list, I gotta go with man, this is tough. I'm gonna go with Sysco. I gotta go with Sysco for third on the list as far as company drivers delivering the most cases. And then number 4 on the list, we going with Performance Food Group. And again, I know the location and all that matters. Like where I live, you know, we pretty much got just 28 footers running in my city at a little small drop yard. So these performance food service drivers here where I live, you know, they're not loaded down like that. You know, I pulled up on some of those guys in the past, so they're not really loaded down like that. But those Sysco drivers are loaded down. So that's why I gotta put Sysco ahead of performance. So we got McLean, Sigma, Sysco, performance number 4. And then number 5, we're gonna go US Foods. We got US Foods number 5. As far as drivers, company food service drivers delivering the most cases. Number 6, we're gonna go with Gordon Food Service, number 6. And I'm not gonna, mention too many of the West Coast companies. Just kind of, some of your household names is what I'm talking about. And then who we got for number 7? Number 7 is gonna be out of Cheney and Benny Keith. I think I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with Cheney. Although Benny Keith, I'm gonna go with Cheney on this one. I think Benny Keith is close to them though. So we got Cheney, and then we'll put Benny Keith on the Cheney. So what's that? McLean, Sigma, Sysco, Performance Food Group, US Foods, Gordon Food Service 6, Cheney Brothers 7, Benny Keith 8, and yeah, that's my list. That's my top 8. This is excluding, the pizza delivery drivers like your Domino's and your Blue Line, is also known as Little Caesars. This is excluding those guys, Papa John's, all that. We excluding those guys because that's another side of food service. So those are my top 8, and then obviously you got your other companies in there that aren't necessarily like household names, like Shamrock Foods, for example. Who else? Merchants Food Service, and some of those guys. Now Merchants, those guys are where I live as well, so they're not necessarily West Coast, but Merchants is another one of those companies that's not necessarily household name. So I was just kind of doing, some of the bigger companies. But yeah, same thing with Reinhardt, right? You could throw Reinhardt down in the number 9 spot. We could throw Reinhardt in the number 9 spot. And then I guess we could throw Merchants in the 10 spot. So yeah, I think that rounds out my top 10. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, this is drivers delivering the most cases per company. That's my list. Let me hear you guys' list. Drop it in the comments. Look, until the next video, I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Y'all take care. Peace.